Hi everyone, it's Raquel of Raquel's Caribbean Cuisine, and oh my goodness, today I'm going to be making a delicious pot of stewed oxtail and beans. Oxtail that is falling off the bones, oxtail that is so delicious you might have to eat your fingers. Let us not even waste any time and get right into it. Here I have some oxtail that was trimmed off its fat, washed nice and clean. I'm just gonna add a bit of salt, some mixed seasoning, and when I say mixed seasoning, I'm usually asked, what is that? It's a combination of seasoning that I put together myself. It is so much easier having one container rather than a whole bunch of bottles. This mixed seasoning consists of paprika, dried thyme, parsley, some jerk seasoning, some garlic and herb, some black pepper, some chili flakes, and a bit of onion salt. This combination goes great with almost any meat kind. It is just perfect. So now I am going in with my homemade green season blend, and this blend is basically blended scallion and thyme, pimento peppers, garlic, parsley and onions. A link on how to make the green season will be down below in the description box. And gentle people, because this blend of all the herbs and spices, there is no need to be chopping and dicing onions, scallion and thymes and pepper, and that you'll have to separate when it's time to cook. So just to make your life easier, just blend everything and pour it over. And as I always say, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Just make sure your hands are clean and get every crevice and corner of this beautiful oxtail with this amazing blend of spices. Look at that, and it is smelling so good. Just cover and allow it to marinate for a bit, maybe an hour or two. Oxtail have been marinating for about 2 hours, and now it's time to cook. To my pot, I'm just going to add a bit of oil, and to the oil some brown sugar. I'm going to be browning these oxtails. That is why no artificial browning was added to this recipe. This is the old school way, my mother's recipe. May she rest in perfect peace. I am going to be browning the sugar a bit. When it starts to foam, it's time to add the meat. Do not, I repeat, do not let the sugar burn. I am just going to add them one piece at a time. Just give them about a minute, then flip them over. See what I'm talking about, guys? No browning was needed. The sugar is the browning, and no, it's not going to be sweet. So gentle people, let me tell you a secret in a tasty stew. Allow the meat to cook in its own sauce before adding any water. Allow it to fry a bit and release its own juices, and that will do a world of flavor. What did I say about browning? The sugar is the browning. Look at these beauties. So after the meat have been frying in its own juice for a bit, to the remaining season, add some water and pour it in the pot. Make sure all the meat is fully covered. Bring that to a boil, then lower the heat to its lowest. I am going to allow this to cook for about 2 hours until the meat is tender and falling off the bones. After 2 long hours of cooking, gentle people, no more water was added. The meat is now really nice and tender, but if you look closely, you will see the oxtail have created a large amount of oil. Lots of tutorial wouldn't tell you this, but just use a spoon and skim the oil off. Oxtail and lamb tends to create a huge amount of oil. Okay, so just skim the excess grease and throw it away. This is too much oil for one pot. I have no idea where the footage has gone, but to my pot I have added some mixed seasoning, some ketchup, some chopped onions, tomato, pimento, peppers, scallion and thyme. Because the oxtail have been cooking for so long, I just want to bring back up its flavor. Now go ahead and taste and add a bit of salt if needed. Also, I'm just going to add a bit of sugar just to balance out its flavor. And the sugar is totally optional. Now cover and give it about 10 minutes. I went ahead and removed the scallion and thyme stick. Also, I'm just going to remove the Scotch bonnet pepper. This is almost ready, gentle people. Just look at this. Oh my word, the meat is tender, the gravy is beautiful. Just look at this. And now for the final touches, I'm just going to add a bit of carrot, a tin of butter beans. Oxtail and bean is the name, but you can exclude that if you want. Just mix that in, cover and give it about 3 minutes. Add in some bell peppers and it is done. Oh my goodness, this is smelling amazing. It is ready to be served, ready to be eaten. Thank you so very much for watching. Full ingredient amount will be in the description box down below. This oxtail and beans recipe goes great with rice and peas, with provision, with bread for the delicious sauce, mashed potatoes and broccoli that I will be having. This recipe is the absolute tastiest. Give me your feedback in the comment section and don't forget to like. Thank you so much, gentle people.